Hi, welcome to Cardinal Conversations, the podcast that introduces you to interesting and influential people in rehabilitation medicine. I'm Darryl Kaelin, professor and endowed chair at the University of Louisville and the medical director at the beautiful Frazier Rehabilitation Institute behind us. With me today, I have two wonderful and very influential people. To my far left is Dan Hudson. Dan is the current CEO of the Frazier Rehab Institute, and unfortunately will be retiring at the end of this week. So we caught him just in time to get some words of wisdom. And to my immediate left is Miranda Garvin, and Miranda will be taking over as Interim President of the Frazier Rehab Institute this coming week. So welcome, both of you guys.
Thank you.
Happy to have you. So Dan, let me start with you. You've had an amazing run here at Frazier. I think a lot of incredible things have happened. When you look back on your time here, what would you say are some of the really big highlights of your time?
Well, first of all, thank you for those kind words, Dr. Kaelin. It's been great to work with you and your leadership. I think when I first walked through the doors at Frazier Rehab, I knew it was a special place. I mean, I knew from talking to not only the clinical staff, but looking at the programs that were developed by Dr. Kaelin, Miranda, that we had potential to be one of the best in the United States at Frazier Rehab. And I think on that mission to kind of get that recognition, we focused on U.S. News, we focused on the community, we focused on the clinical programs, and we're very, very fortunate. We're very proud to announce that we're number 40 in the nation, number 1 in Kentucky right now. So that's one of the accomplishments. I think other accomplishments, we are now recruiting the best of the best, all clinical staff from physiatrists down to physical therapists, occupational therapists, speech therapists, neuropsych, rehab psych, rec therapy, nurse navigators. I can go down a list of things that we have here at Frazier that most rehab hospitals do not have. And we need to be very proud of that and everything that we accomplish, not only as a nonprofit inner city rehab hospital, but also what we're able to bring not to the rehab world, like you discussed, the clinical expertise that we can now share with at AAPM&R, at other conferences that we have. It's just something that, as my career developed, I'm very fortunate to close it out here at Frazier Rehab because it's such a special place with such special people.
Yeah. Well, thank you for those kind words, and you've been a big part of making that. So as you're going into retirement, what would you say, looking back, are some of the things you're going to miss about being at Frazier?
Number one is the people. Absolutely the people. I've never been with very humble. And I think one of the challenges I had here, we were too humble. We weren't very proud. Let's get out there and say everything that Frazier does, right? And I was getting excited about that, and sometimes that could be a turnoff to some people.
We're too good at tooting our own horn, were we?
Yeah, so the people and the patients served, okay? Because we serve every patient population, pediatric to geriatric. The very, very low-level patients, we call it our emerged coma level patients, to the high-level professional athletes. It's just, everything we do, and then the community partnerships that we have. I think not only do we have the full continuum of care from acute rehab to outpatient, but the community partnerships, our community fitness and wellness program is one of the most unique services in the nation, along with how do we even extend that out further into my relationships I have with the Ronald McDonald House, COSAIR. I could just go down a list of community partners that we have that our patients, and I feel at Frazier, and I've not felt this at other places I've been, we treat our patients for a lifetime. Their lifetime of recovery is at Frazier Rehab, and they're able to get all those services. I will miss that greatly, and those partnerships and that relationship, and I know we'll continue those partnerships and relationships.
Absolutely. Well, let me ask you about the other end of the spectrum. What are you most looking forward to in retirement?
Oh, there's a long list. I think spending time with family would be number one.
Yeah.
The second would be trying to find those leisure activities that I enjoyed that I've had put up the side for a long time. So I think, for me to balance that out, it's going to be difficult, to try to find that time to do those and look at, that professional, you're going 100 miles an hour, now you want to slow down to go about 25 or 30, but that being said, I'm so confident in the leadership at Frazier and kind of where it's headed, and I've told Miranda this, and I think I've shared this with you, Dr. Kaelin. Looking at all the changes that are going on in healthcare, I am so excited for Frazier Rehab based on the changes that are happening at U of L Health right now.
Absolutely.
Even with all the challenges that are taking place externally, political, financial, I think the sound leadership at U of L Health sets Frazier up to be super successful in the future. So, and that's based off the people and leadership.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's a shooting star, and we're very proud to be part of it. So, fun question. Cocktails, beer, or wine? What's your preference?
Cocktails.
Cocktail. What's your favorite?
It's got to be bourbon.
Oh, okay.
An old fashioned. I'm all into old fashions now. So with Woodford. Now, no, that's not the most expensive.
No,
but it's not the cheapest,
Woodford makes
not top shelf,
Woodford makes a good old fashioned.
It does,
Yeah,
and so I don't have the palate for it. But I certainly love an old fashioned.
Okay, so I guess we won't be seeing him with an umbrella drink by the beach going forward, but that's all right. A big cube and a bourbon, it sounds good to me. So, well, thanks, Dan. Hey, let me just say what I tell to all my patients. Once you've been here, you're always part of the family. So I welcome you back anytime, and we appreciate everything you've done.
And I look forward to coming back to see the progress.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Miranda, let's turn our attention to you. This is an exciting time, big change in your career. So what are you looking forward to as the new president of Frazier Rehab Institute?
I think being able to launch Frazier to the next level. I was a student here many years ago, started as a staff therapist, supervisor, director. I've really moved into various positions here, and there's been a lot of growth and change over those years, but being able to launch Frazier to that next level, to continue with the momentum that Dan started with U.S. News, being top 40, I think we can continue to move in that direction, top 25, top 10 even. I think we have always known that Frazier is a special place.
Right.
And so being able to get that recognition is really exciting.
Yeah. Well, you brought something up that I think a lot of people don't know, which is, one of the things that I feel makes Frazier really special is the longevity and the loyalty of our employees. We have many employees that have been here 20, 25, 30, 35 years. So it's not unusual to hear somebody celebrating a 30-plus anniversary. You're not quite there yet, but say something a little bit about the kinds of people that we have here.
Yeah, so just the clinical expertise.
Yeah.
We, earlier this year, were looking at the specialty certifications that our team members had,
Right.
therapists, nurses, dietitians, and it's extensive.
Right.
And so as we have students come into our facility, as we present at conferences and are out in the community, I think that expertise is recognized and is noted, and our therapists and our team seek out that professional development.
Absolutely. I think the Frazier Rehab Academy has been created. Mm-hmm. We both do internal education as well as education for therapists, allied health professionals, nurses from around the region and the country. Our physiatrist at the University of Louisville and Frazier Rehab Institute will be giving numerous talks. I think I counted about 6 or 8 talks that we'll be giving at the upcoming American Academy of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation meeting. So I invite all of you folks to come out and meet with us. We'd love to see you. I know you've recently become a CARF surveyor. Mm-hmm. Could you talk a little bit about what CARF is and why CARF's important, and then apply that to Frazier?
Yeah, so CARF is the Commission on Accreditation for Rehab Facilities, and Frazier has been a CARF accredited facility for a very long time. And one of the nice things about CARF is it applies a set of high-level quality standards, and facilities that are CARF accredited hold those standards to practice. And so that's something that we do at Frazier. We focus on quality patient care. We focus on the whole experience for patients and for staff to make it a great place to work and a great place to serve others.
That's awesome. Thanks. So last fun question for you. I've always thought of you as a superstar. I really think you're an amazing therapist. You've become an amazing administrator. I think you're going to be a great leader of this institution. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm gonna think about access. I know we've got great service. I want to make sure that people who need us are able to get to us.
Yeah.
And so, thinking of the rehab industry,
Yeah.
that's what I would like for people to be able to access.
Okay. Dr. Access.
Yeah.
Well, listen, both of you, thanks for spending some time with us today. Thanks to all of you for getting to know Dan Hudson and Miranda Garvin. And thanks for taking a look at the amazing Frazier Rehab Institute behind us. We look forward to seeing all of you at the next Cardinal Conversation, and we'll be having 3 of these during our annual assembly in Salt Lake City during the month of October. So we'll see you then. Bye.